Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I will be discussing about the basic concept of cell. This is the second lesson of this topic. I have already discussed the first lesson. If you haven't watched the previous lesson, then I will share the link in the description box. You can go and watch that video. So let's start the lesson. Now you can see the two diagrams. One is of animal cell and another is of plant cell. Let's look at their structures. In case of animal cell, we will see that cell membrane is present. In case of plant cell also, cell membrane is present. But in case of plant cell, cell wall is present. In case of animal cell, cell wall is not present. Again, in case of plant cell, vacuole is present, a large vacuole is present. But in case of animal cell, vacuole is not present. Nucleus, cytoplasm, cell organelles, more or less they are all similar in case of both the cells. But the cell wall is only present in case of plant cell. In animal cell, cell wall is not present. Now, let's see what are the differences present between an animal cell and a plant cell. From the previous slide only, it is very much clear to us that animal cell is smaller in size than the plant cell and no cell wall is present in animal cell. And another thing that we have already said, vacuoles are absent in case of animal cell, right? Cell wall is absent, vacuoles are absent, and animal cell is smaller in size than the plant cell. But one thing that we have to remember here is plant cell contains cell wall, but that cell wall is made up of cellulose. This is very important because often questions come from this part. Okay, so we have to keep this in mind. And plastids are absent in animal cell, whereas it is present in plant cell. Centrosome, on the other hand, is absent in case of plant cell, but it is present in case of animal cell. Plastids and centrosome, both are the cell organelles. I will make the video in the next lesson. In that video, I will talk about these cell organelles. Okay. So these are the basic differences between an animal cell and a plant cell. And another thing that I want to say is, in case of plant cell, the cytoplasm is not so dense. But in case of animal cell, the cytoplasm is denser and moreover granules are present in that cytoplasm. Okay. So now let's see what are the essential parts of the cell. See, first essential part is cell membrane, which is also known as plasma membrane. This cell membrane is present both in animal cell and plant cell, but cell wall is another essential part which is present only in case of plants. We have already seen that only it is present in case of plants. So let's study these two essential parts side by side. Cell membrane encircles the cell and cell wall is the outermost layer. That means first the cell membrane encircles the cell and outside the cell membrane cell wall is present. That is only in case of plants. Cell membrane is the living membrane, but cell wall is non-living membrane. So this is a difference between them. In cell membrane, pores are present and cell wall, as we all know, that it is made up of cellulose. Okay. And moreover, this cell wall is actually responsible for giving the shape of the cell. It provides rigidity to the cell. So this is the function of cell wall. You have to remember this. If question comes, what is the function of cell wall? Then you have to write, it gives shape and rigidity to the cell. Clear? Another difference between cell membrane and cell wall, you can say the very important difference is cell membrane is semi-permeable. That means it is selectively permeable and cell wall is freely permeable. What is the meaning of these two terms? Now, let's consider two things. First, let's consider there are two particles A and B. And this is a cell. Okay. This is the cell wall. Now, let's consider the cell membrane is permeable only to B. So, it is selectively permeable. That means it will only allow B to enter the cell. It will not allow A to enter. Okay, because it will select only B to enter inside the cell as it is selectively permeable. But cell wall on the other hand is freely permeable. That means it will allow both A and B to enter inside the cell because it allows all the substances to enter and leave the cell. But cell membrane is semi-permeable. It only allows certain substances to pass through the cell. Okay, clear? I think this point is absolutely clear to you all. Now, next essential part is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is present inside the cell, but it is outside the nucleus. That is, if this is a cell, cytoplasm is present inside the cell but outside the nucleus. That means nucleus is present inside the cytoplasm. Clear to you all? And cytoplasm is semi-liquid substance. It is not like water. It is semi-liquid substance. And various enzymatic reactions and chemical reactions take place in cytoplasm. So it is very important place. And cytoplasm contains cell organelles. Actually, cell organelles float in this semi-liquid substance. Clear? So we can say cytoplasm means the semi-liquid substance and the cell organelles together. Now, often a question comes, what is cytosol? If this question comes, then cytosol is the cytoplasm devoid of cell organelles. That means if we subtract cell organelles from the cytoplasm, then what is the remaining portion? Semi-liquid substance. That means the liquid substance is only present. So that liquid substance is the cytosol. Clear? Clear to you all? Now another question comes, what is protoplasm or protoplast? This thing you have to keep in mind that both the term is similar. So don't get confused with both the term. Protoplasm and protoplast is similar. Protoplasm means cytoplasm, nucleus and the living bodies. That means cytoplasm, nucleus and cell organelles. All together they are called protoplasm. Okay? So these things you have to keep in mind. Next important or essential part is nucleus. Nucleus is a spherical body, as you can see, and nucleus is surrounded by a double layered membrane, that is nuclear membrane. Nucleus, it is present at the center of the cytoplasm. Okay, it is present at the center of the cytoplasm. Often a question comes, state the location of nucleus. You have to write that it is present at the center of the cytoplasm. Now in nuclear membrane there are very many pores are present. These are called nuclear pore. And a ground substance is present, which is a kind of semi-solid substance is present inside the nucleus, which is known as nucleoplasm. It is known as nucleoplasm. Okay? And inside this nucleoplasm, thread-like or network is present. Thread-like structures, a kind of network is present. See, these are thread-like structures, a kind of network. These are called chromatin fibers or chromatin network. These chromatin fibers get condensed and they form thick chromosomes. I will talk about chromosomes in some other topic. Okay? So this is all about nucleus. Nucleus is present at the center of the cytoplasm. It is surrounded by nuclear membrane which contain many pores, and a ground substance, that is a semi-solid substance, is present, which is nucleoplasm. And in nucleoplasm, various thread-like structures are present called chromatin fibers. Clear? Clear to you all? So these are the basic essential structures of the cell that you can say. And I think this lesson is clear to you all. So this is all for this lesson. I will upload other lessons on this topic very soon. Till then, stay tuned to my channel. If you think my videos are informative and helpful, then please like and share my videos. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching the video.